Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Taz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for another Pokemon TCG online video featuring some of these Pokemon from the Forbidden Light expansion. Kind of interesting that it shows this particular scene right here, because if you can see down below the face cam, that's right. The time has come. I have assembled enough Greninja-GX to make a pretty interesting looking deck, and I'll show you that here as we pop into our deck manager. It took me a little bit of wheeling and dealing to get all these cards that I needed. Let's go over here to the theme decks, or the standard format, and we got the, I'm just calling it Forbidden Light Springer GX. Springer is the nickname that I gave my Greninja way back in the Kalos region of Gen 6, and yeah, I want to honor him with this deck. Now, first of all, before we go any further, boom, down below, code from the code card available for a Sun and Moon base set booster. Help yourselves, first come, first serve, to get that code here into Pokemon TCG Online. Take it over to your shopping cart, go to the redeem codes, type it in there, and get yourself an online booster pack. 11 cards, 10 featuring a basic energy as well, of Sun and Moon base set. Alright, so the highlight, of course, is going to be Greninja-GX. I happen to have a Rainbow Rare, too, which is kind of cool. Anyway, this is an interesting kind of a Pokemon. It is a water type, of course, a Stage 2 evolving from Frogadier. The ability of Shuriken Flurry. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Pretty decent stuff. Haze Slash for a water and 2 colorless does 110, and you may shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck. And the Shadowy Hunter GX, this attack does 130 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and don't apply the weakness or resistance to the bench, of course. So the idea with this is I've got 4, count them, 4 Greninja-GX in this deck. I've got 4, count them, 4 Frogadier with the ability of Gale Shuriken. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Just evolving a Froakie into Frogadier, you're putting 2 damage counters on something. Evolving then into Greninja-GX, you're putting 3 more damage counters. It's kind of decent. So I've got 4 Frogadier in the deck. I've got 4 Froakie. I kind of like this Froakie here, not that one. This one. No, not that one. This one. Frubbles. That's the best name for an ability of any time, except maybe second only to Hypno's Goodnight Babies. Anyway, Frubbles is interesting. But I got 4 Froakie, 4 Frogadier, and 4 Greninja-GX for the line there. Just to give us some more draw support, I'm using my usual standby of Octillery from Breakthrough, I believe this is. The Abyssal Hand ability. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Very useful stuff. And if I really want, Octillery could hug the enemy. More than likely not going to happen. It is there for draw support. Those are the 16 Pokemon. Let's scroll down to the energy cards. You'll see I've got 10 basic water energy here, and I've got 3 double colorless energies in here to help power up the Greninja-GX's attacks. Now, onto the trainer cards, of course. The most important part of a deck, I would say, many people would say that, you have to fuel your deck with all these cool trainer cards, and I got some good ones. I got a couple of energy retrievals, bring back 2 basic energy cards from the discard pile. Kind of basic. A couple of field blowers, highly recommended in every good competitive deck. Choose up to 2 in any combination of Pokemon tool cards and stadium cards in play, either player's side, and discard them. We also have a couple of nest balls to search your deck for a basic Pokemon and throw it to the bench. I might consider replacing those if I want to update this deck, because you'll see right beneath there is Brooklet Hill. I'll talk about that in a second. Got to be a couple of PAL pads in here as well from the new, or not the the previous Ultra Prism expansion. Shuffle 2 supporter cards from your discard pile into your deck. We've got 2 Professor's Letters to find 2 basic energy cards from within your deck and take them into hand, and then shuffle up, of course. My usual thing is 4 Puzzles of Time, because Versus Seeker is currently not standard legal. So Puzzle of Time, if you play 1, you get to look at the top 3 cards of the deck and rearrange them, but you can play 2 at a time, and if you do, you look for 2 cards from the discard pile and take them back into hand. Very good for getting back anything you need, like special energy, supporter cards, stadiums if you need those. Good way to get things back. I got a couple of rescue stretchers as well. Choose one. You can either put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand, or shuffle 3 Pokemon from the discard pile into the deck. Good way to get back some of our fallen Greninja-GX if it happens to happen. Got a couple of timer balls in here as well. Not a big fan of the coin flip cards, but if I can get, like, basically, it says flip 2 coins. On average, you're going to be getting 1 heads. So for each head, search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. I might have considered Ultra Ball instead, but if, assuming we do flip a heads, at least one, We don't have to discard cards to use Timer Ball. That would be the same effect as the Ultra Ball, just not losing anything. But there is that slim chance we'll flip 2 heads. 25% chance of that, and we can get 2 evolved Pokemon. On the flip side, not to make a pun, but yeah, 2 tails, another 25% chance could be a thing as well. So it's not entirely reliable, but we'll see how it plays out. Alright, the stadium cards, starting off, of course, we only have 2, so starting off and finishing with Brooklet Hill. Once during each player's turn, they may search for a basic water or basic fighting Pokemon and put it onto their bench, and then shuffle up, so a good way to get some of our water types out. I've got 4 Crasher Wake, the water type gym leader of the Sinnoh region. We just recently saw him in our playthrough of Pearl. Discard 2 water energy cards from your hand. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand, and then shuffle up. Very, very good stuff. That's why I have 10 water energy in the deck, even though I don't need that many to attack with. I've got, of course, a Guzma. You want to have at least 1 Guzma in your deck. It's going to be necessary for all competitive kind of battling. Many people run 2, 3, or 4, actually. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon of your choosing with their active, and then you switch your active with one of your benched, so you get to choose both Pokemon being switched around. I've also got Hala in here. Shuffle your hand into the deck, and if you have used your GX attack, draw 7 cards. If not, draw 4. So the reason he's kind of here, just for, first of all, you know, draw support, get a new hand of cards, but I'm going to try to make use of the Shadowy Hunter GX as soon as possible. Do some good damage to a bench Pokemon. In addition, when we use Hala, we'll be getting back 7 cards instead of just 4. I've got Judge in here as well. I might consider taking him out for maybe Cynthia or something. Judge is not bad, though. Both players shuffle their hand into the deck and draw 4 cards. With Octillery on my bench, that will allow me to draw at least 1 more to get up to 5 once again. Plus, once I play Judge, I could use some of those cards, thin the hand out a little bit, and get better use of the Abyssal Hand from Octillery. The only other trainer cards, a couple of supporters, a usual standby. Actually, no. There's more trainer cards, but supporters. Skyla. Search your deck for any trainer card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Very good for finding your stadiums, your items, your tools if you need any. Good stuff. You can also get a supporter, but of course you can't use it that turn because Skyla does count as your 1 supporter per turn. And the last trainer card's a couple of choice bands, just to add a bit more damage to our Greninja-GX's attacks if they're hitting a Pokemon GX or Pokemon EX in the active spot. 30 more damage being done. That is going to be the deck composition for our Springer GX deck. 16 Pokemon, 31 trainers, and 13 energy. Without any further ado, let's head over to the Versus and see how well we do with Springer GX. Right here. So, playing against the computer opponents, of course, piece of cake. They're not that, you know, worrisome for us to deal with, but human players are going to be a lot different. Moneylord 98 with a Water and Psychic deck, calling the Lunala coin flip. We win. I guess we're going to go first, because we want to try to evolve as soon as possible. The sooner we evolve, the sooner we can get some of these abilities in play. Okay, so I've got a Froakie to lead with. I have a Frogadier in hand as well, and a Remoraid to drop down. I've got a Nest Ball also to get another basic down on the bench. So they're leading off with Prism Star Lunala. Interesting. First of all, let's Nest Ball, get ourselves. Let's grab another Froakie. Alright. I could use Skyla to find Crasher Wake for next turn, but I think what I want to do, I'm going to get Brooklet Hill and start thinning out my deck a little bit, getting some of our more basic, or some more of our basic Pokemon in play. Brooklet Hill goes down. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves another. We'll get the Frubbles Froakie. I didn't mention why I have various different kind of Froakie in here, but basically I didn't have all the Froakie from the current set that I wanted to use, so it doesn't really matter. They're here essentially just for evolution purposes. So Bridget being played. So Full Moon Star. For each of your opponent's Pokemon in play. Oh, look at all these. Oh, it's gonna. No. Don't be the Garbodor or Garbotoxin Garbodor. Just don't do it. That's fine. Lunala GX. We've seen that before. I think that's just the promo art from maybe one of the collection or something like that. Alright, so for the Full Moon Star, they would need discarded energy. They don't have any just yet. That is kind of good. Alright, so we're going to evolve the active into... Are we? We might as well. evolve up into Frogadier up in the active spot. We're going to throw a Gale Shuriken at the Vulpix on the bench. I'm going to put down another Froakie. Now I'm going to attach an energy to another Froakie, and I'm going to use Hala even though we only get 4 cards back right now. Kind of want something more to work with. Well, we've got another Frogadier. Put another Gale Shuriken onto this Vulpix on the bench. And I'll put the Choice Band on this active one. Let's see what the Puzzle of Time shows us for the top 3. It's kind of hoping for something a bit more than that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put Pal Pad on the top. The reason being, I can shuffle in a couple supporters and re-randomize the deck. Let's go ahead and Water Drip for 22 the Lunala Prism Star. So what is next for my opponent? Again, if we see this Trubbish evolve up into the Garbotoxin ability Garbodor, that's gonna be bad. So we're gonna see Rare Candy up into Lunala-GX. They're gonna evolve the foil or the non-foil? The non-foil. So what can you do again? Psychic transfers. Often as you like, you can move psychic energy from one of your Pokemon to another one. Okay. Moongeist Beam 120, and we can't heal that Pokemon. And Lunar Fall GX knocks out any basic Pokemon except GX. Okay, let us drop the last basic down. And we're going to go ahead and... What are we going to do? I'm going to first Pal Pad. Shuffle back in my 2 supporter cards. I'm going to drop the Greninja-GX here. We're going to use the... What is that called? The Shuriken Flurry to take out this Vulpix. Get ourselves a prize card off of that. And a Field Blower. I'm not going to make use of that just yet. We're going to Water Drip for another 20. So 120 HP remaining on this Lunala. Hopefully the shuffling of that Pal Pad has randomized something useful on the top. If I could get myself the Octillery, that would be perfect. Start getting some more draw support. That's actually going to help me as well too. I'm getting 5 cards, not 6, but I will take that. No Octillery, but we do have Frogadier. Do you have any discarded energy? No, you don't. So we see the Choice Band being played. They're going to be able to do more damage to us if they... Oh, the more energy you have attached to all your Pokemon, this Lunala Prism Star hurts a lot more. So they're going for the full... What is that? Full Moon Step? Full Moon Star. Of course, no energy discarded. They can't get any stuff going on that way. So let's go ahead and evolve into Frogadier. Oh, you got 70 HP? Okay, we're gonna hit you with a couple of those then. And bop. So let's see what the top cards are now. I'll be able to randomize by using the Professor's Letter. I don't want to do that. So let's start powering up the Greninja-GX. Go for a Water Drip, another 20 being done to Lunala Prism Star. Leaving you with 100 hit points remaining. So, a single Haze Slash does take that down. I didn't mention during the deck description, but the idea is by using Haze Slash and shuffling my Pokemon back in and all the cards attached to it, I'd be able to get another, for example, Greninja-GX Frogadier in hand and start playing them again, doing even more damage with the Shuriken abilities. Okay, so let's randomize. Grab a couple more water energy. So we're going to do here, I will attach a Greninja-GX. We're going to retreat for the 1. And we're just going to go for the Haze... 130 to a bench. I'm going to Haze Slash, just to knock this active Pokemon out. Send it off to the Lost Zone, get ourselves another prize. Now we're going to keep what we have right now. Another good thing too is when I shuffle my Pokemon back in, they lose all the damage counters because they no longer count as being in play. And up comes the Lunala-GX. So, what do you have in store for us? You got the Float Stone. That's a good call to bring that Pokemon up, of course. A Tapu Lele. Wonder Tag ability being played out to get a supporter card from the deck, and which one's it gonna be? Carefully making their decision here. We see N. Play the end, please. I will take that. My hand is not really all that good for the time being. Well, let's see that end. Yeah, oh, I thought that was the end. Okay, energy retrieval, that is fine. Too bad you can't use the full moon star. I like how the loss on it shows a little bar across so you see whose cards are whose. Alright, shuffle away, I get 4 back. Timer ball might be handy. Might very well be handy. Do not evolve. Okay. So psychic transfer, moving the psychic energy to another one of the Pokemon. Oh, they're just going to call it quits there. Okay, so let us timer ball. Come on, give me 1. That is fine. I'll grab the Octillery. So, I will attach to Greninja-GX. I'm going to put a double colorless onto the Frogadier. Let's now use the Abyssal Hand. We get 1 more Greninja-GX. We can't, but we can use Crasher Wave. Discard 2 water energy and find myself a couple of... Let's go, just go straight up the Greninja-GXs. We'll drop 1 down here. We'll put 3 damage counters on that Trubbish on the bench. Grab a prize off of that one. And another Greninja-GX. Look at that. Play that one down. Put a few damage counters on that Cosmog. Play the other one. Even more damage counters on the Cosmog. And that one faints. Another prize. I haven't even attacked yet this turn. And Professor's Letter. Let's grab ourselves a couple of basic energy. I've already attached for the turn, I believe. So what do we have for supporter cards? Just Crasher Wave. We'll keep that in the discard pile for now. Let's go for the Haze Slash of 100 and... Oh, how much is your HP? 170. Let's go with the Haze Slash of 110. And let's go ahead and shuffle back in. We'll escape and have a chance to get more damage put out there as we evolve up. We still got Brooklet Hill, too, to get our basic Pokemon right from the deck. So we can put a nice little Froakie down there. Sycamore, discarding the hand, draw back 7. All we gotta do is knock out 1 more Pokemon GX and get the 2 prizes we need for the win. This Pokemon up here, the Lunala GX, has 110 HP remaining, which is another Haze Slash, which we can do with this Greninja with 1 more energy attached. Yeah, I was gonna say we're in a good spot. We got this one. That's not so bad. Alright, so that is the power of Greninja-GX, but I'm not done yet. I want to go 1 more, but I'm also going to go 1 more. Boom! Code for you guys. This one's going to be from Guardians Rising. The Guardians Rising booster pack code available down there for you, so take that to your shopping cart. Get yourself the nice 10 plus 1 energy card booster pack of Guardians Rising. You might get that Tapu Lele GX if you're lucky enough. Alright, I got myself the uncommon chest. Over halfway to the 75 tokens is pretty good too. Let's go 1 more. Let's see what we can do. Psychic and colorless. Alright, and Riser is the opponent. We're going to call for the head side. We're going to get the head side. We're going to take the first turn. We're not going to mulligan. I didn't say this yet, but I've only got 6 basics in the deck, so it was bound to happen. But the opponent does not mulligan. Oh, look at those cool card sleeves. Ultra Prism. You're a bit outdated. Ultra Prism is old at this point. Actually, no, it's still pretty decent. Alright, how many mulligans do we get? Just 2. Sweet. Okay. I got Timer Balls in hand. Oh, that's pretty good. And I've got Brooklet Hill, so I can get myself a Remoraid to the bench. So we see that they are leading off with a Cosmog. My apologies there, folks. I don't know what happened, but my recorder suddenly just crashed out on me. Didn't miss too much, though. Ooh, what is this? Okay, so we're seeing Dawnwing's Necrozma GX. That's being played down using the Invasion ability. So if it's on the bench, it can take the active spot. So they did end me away, but that's not the worst thing. We do have some stuff to work with here. What else? So I got rid of my Brooklet Hill. They field blowered it. Okay. Let us evolve into Frogadier here. I'll throw a couple of damage counters onto the Cosmog. We got a Nest Ball. Let's get ourselves a... Let's go another Froakie. And in case we can get a Greninja-GX, we'll put energy onto this Frogadier. Let's hit for the 20 to the Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX with Water Drip. We're going to probably see a Float Stone on this Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX, because that is the best way to go. Okay, evolving up so I can't take you down with another couple of those shurikens. Max Potion. So is this thing just here to take hits? Possibly. Let's make sure we're still recording. Now I'm all worried. So we see evolution into the Cosmoem on the bench. So since the recorder kind of just cut out on us, I might... Actually, I gotta hope that first recording saved. Unfortunate, Timer Ball does fail for Riser here. But Ultra Ball certainly succeeds, discarding 2 cards from hand, grabbing themselves, any Pokemon. We're gonna probably see Lunala-GX, I would expect. Look at that fancy card. Oh, I wanted to click on it. Nice, fancy golden card. Very cool. Alright. Can't evolve just yet. They're getting that powered up, I see. Choice Band. I guess we can do some damage here. Let's just go ahead and prepare again, hoping that we can get ourselves Greninja-GX. We're going to Water Drip for 50 this time. Thanks to the Choice Band, adding more power to the hit. We only got 130 remaining Dawn Wings Necrozma. Shaking in your boots yet? I'm kind of worried. The Psychic Transfer allows them to move the psychic energy around however they like. And do they have any Psychic Discard? Just one. Got themselves a Cosmog with the Pokemon Fan Club. Is it just the one, or did they draw 2? I couldn't see. Looks like they got 2 cards. Mewtwo-GX is here. Okay. Where are all my support cards? Come on, give me my artillery. Alright, energy onto the Froakie. Let us Water Drip. Another 50. If I could just get... End me, would you? Play an end. Do something. Give me a whole new hand of cards to work with. I need your help, Riser. Please. That's not helping me. So they get to search their 6 face-down prizes, take one, put Gladion in place, and then shuffle them all back up together again. Kind of a cool little card there. An Oran Guru for draw support. See, I could have considered that with this deck. It's not as good as the Abyssal Hand in that you only get to draw until you have 3 in hand. But on the flip side, you don't need to... Oh, you're going to hurt me, aren't you? You don't need to evolve to get that draw support. So that's going to be 120. Or... What does the Moon's Eclipse do? You only use this if you have more prizes left than the opponent. Okay. Alright, let's get up there, Froakie. Yeah, my deck just doesn't want to work with this particular battle. Let's Rain Splash for 10. Oh, I'm having fun now. Go ahead, hit me. Just do it. You got this. We're not going to pull through. What I could actually do is cut out this whole battle since the video stopped recording. I'll leave it in, I guess. Why can't you play an N? Forget Cynthia. Give me 6 cards. Give yourself 5. And the Altar of the Moon. So water. Psychic and Darkness Energy attached Pokemon now have 2 less retreat cost. That don't help me none. Of course, I only got water energy. Look at that fancy golden card, just glistening on the opposing side, just taunting me. So I can now retreat that for free if they wanted to. It's actually a pretty good stadium to have in play with the Psychic Transfer ability. You can move your energies wherever you want and then retreat into, for example, a Mewtwo-GX. So this does 200. The attack's damage is not affected by any effects on the opposing's active Pokemon. Or Super Absorption does a simple 60. Of course, Full Burst does 30 times the amount of energy attached to this. That's 90. Well, let's go, Froakie. Let's go, Froakie. Let's paralyze. I'm gonna concede. I'll let you take the damage. Just, if you waste too much time playing cards, though, that's 1. You don't need to play any cards. That's 2. You don't need to do this. Play 1 more card, and we're done. We gotta get the show on the road. We can't waste time doing this. Alrighty, so let's go to the next opponent. Sadly, the deck decides not to give me anything useful. Alright, but the opponent got everything they needed. Fine. Grass, Psychic, Colorless, Darkness. They have the advantage. Isn't that awesome? Let's go for the head side. Let's get the first turn. Let's not mulligan. Just once. I guess okay. Alright, we got 2 Froakie to start off the match with. They can take 1 card, of course. Do they take the card, or do they do what I do and play it out nice and nope, they take that card. Okay then. So they're leading off with Rowlet. We're actually weak to these types. That's not that good for us. We're going to Nest Ball, first of all, to get Remoraid to assist us with its aid. Trying to rhyme. It's not a crime. Let's go with a Froakie. So, I'm going to go ahead and play Puzzle of Time and see what the top 3 cards are. That's not bad. That's okay too. I'll take this. Alright, let's attach to the active Froakie. Actually, this is not bad. I'm going to allow them to knock out my active Frogadier. Well, assuming that they don't evolve up, I have a plan in mind. So, Bridget being played, looking for 3 basic Pokemon to put onto the bench, or 1 basic EX if you're so inclined to use such things. Nowadays, who uses the EXs? It's all about the GXs. Uh-oh, we have an Eevee, and we have a Zorua. Aw, man, my Brooklet Hill. How dare you. So we're going to see Energy Evolution into the Leafeon GX, almost like Glaceon. You probably noticed that. Oh! It's prized. That's bad for the opponent. Evolve into Frogadier. We're going to put... I'm going to put 2 on the Growlithe, I guess. We're going to go for the Water Drip. Do 20. See, I was expecting Rowlet to become Dartrix on this turn here and get enough damage to knock me out. Oh wait, never mind. They've got that in hand. Okay, and Tapu Lele, get an N. Give me an N. Help me out. I didn't even mention your name. CXL30? Oh, come on. That's not an N. It's Guzma. How is that supposed to help me? So you can use the Grand Bloom for each of your bench basic Pokemon, searching through the deck for an evolution of it. We're gonna see Zoroark, Zoroark GX, aren't we? This presents a problem. Okay, I was gonna say, what was that? Why did it do the I didn't work thing? And Zoroark GX, and look at all those Dartrix now on the bench. And a double colorless. Alright, back to my opponent. I am telling you, the deck does work. You saw that first match. The deck actually does function right. Alright, so this is an interesting little combo. Mallow. You get to search for 2 cards from the deck, shuffle up and put these 2 cards on top. You're going to use that in conjunction with the Zoroark GX. Once during your turn, discard 1 card from hand and draw 2 cards. They can choose any 2 cards they want. We're going to see a couple of Decidueye GX. I know it. Possibly 1 and a double colorless energy, though. Gotta love those enhanced hammers. It's just because of type weakness. That's the only reason we're losing this one. Type weakness for the win, everybody! Let's paralyze this thing. We actually do paralyze this thing. That just bought us some time. Unless they have another Mallow. Or a Switch or something. Would a skateboard work? Maybe. They would lose 1 energy to do retreat, but that's what's cool with that skateboard tool. You can still retreat while paralyzed or asleep. So trade being used, discard 1 card. It's going to be a choice band, getting 2 cards drawn. Do they find what they need to avoid the wrath of Froakie? Not quite just yet. We see a Flowstone now. This Froakie can keep this, never mind. Yay, rescue stretcher. Paralyze this, please. But I'm gonna lose this match in like another couple turns, if a couple. I might lose it in 1 because I'm gonna forfeit. I can't win this one. But the deck works, and I can't wait to battle you folks in some more live streaming, action using this Greninja-GX for one particular deck. And I've got some other decks, of course, on the go as well. So you guys can see. So basically, feel free to study my strategy here and build a deck to combat my Greninja-GX. I mean, you're seeing some obvious options, I guess, from the opponents here. Look at this. Look at, so okay, you've got nothing but GXs on your side. I mean, you could say this is not a GX, but it will be soon enough. Let's see what card I get off the top of the deck. Is it something that's going to help me by any means? Because next turn, they are going to double Feather Arrow my Frogadier and take him out. I'm going to go one more quick one. And we'll see. We'll go a few turns. If I can't pull something off with those few turns, I'm calling it a day. I don't mind losing, it's just I would like a chance. But now they got the advantage over me, I don't know why. But I would just like a chance to show off some of the strategies a little bit better. I mean, the first match, you got to see everything, so I guess that's the point of the video. Mulligan. I think last week I questioned myself, why do I play this game? I'm questioning again, why do I play this game? It hates me. That's all I can say. This game actually physically hates me. Alright, Froakie. Let's see what they lead with. First of all, they're going to take their Mulligan card. And they got another basic. No, well, they got Tauros GX. Don't you even dare become the Trubbish or the Garbodor we know you're going to be. Look at that show-off card. But he gave us Brooklet Hill. I guess, you know, that's something. If we do see the Garbotoxin, that is done. We're just, there's the odds of us fighting someone that's still using Garbotoxin. I've never fought anyone for the past few weeks that uses Garbotoxin. If we see that, I am done. We see, oh, we don't see energy attached. Oh, they already attached energy to the Eevee anyway, or the Tauros. So let's go ahead, Brooklet Hill. Let's get ourselves a basic Remoraid, I suppose. Let's get ourselves a Nest Ball, I suppose. Get ourselves another Froakie. We're going to let this active one stay up here just in case we continue this match. We'll let this one fall. We've got the benched one, about to evolve into Frogadier, and then Greninja. I'm watching that Trubbish. Show me the Garbodor. There goes my stadium, of course. At least we got one of our basics out to begin with. You see Energy Evolution into the Espeon GX. You can now do the Psybeam for 30. Sycamore being played. Look at all those foil cards. Wow, that's impressive. a simple horn attack. Okay. Let's get Frogadier. Let's get our Octillery in play too, which is kind of nice. Well, let's go ahead and, I guess, hit this Trubbish while we can. We'll evolve into Octillery. Let's put an energy onto the Frogadier. We'll go for the Abyssal Hand. A Crasher Wake, which is kind of nice. Let's go ahead and discard 2 water energy from hand. I'm going to get myself a Field Blower. And let's get another Brookwood Hill. Just get some more Pokemon down. Let's go with another one of our Froakie. And let's take care of those pesky float stones. Especially if we do see Garbotoxin, Garbodor come in. And don't need to use the energy retrieval just yet. We're going to leave things there for the time being. Another float stone. Okay, onto the Tauros. Serious treasure. Discard 1 card from hand and search for a psychic or... is that dragon? Dragon, yes. Garbotoxin. So that's going to be this week's video, folks. I ain't playing against Garbotoxin with the deck that's full of abilities. I'm sorry, that's not happening. But hopefully you guys found some enjoyment out of this video, even though the deck works. It just decided to match me up with all these people that had every way to break this deck. It does rely heavily on abilities, of course, so as you just saw, a Garbotoxin deck you might as well just quit against, which I did. But that first battle, you did see the power of the Shuriken Flurry of Greninja-GX paired up with the Gale Shuriken of Frogadier, and being able to continuously play these cards down, use those abilities in repetition. Another card you could consider if you're going to run this kind of a deck is... where is it at? With the traditional Super Scoop Up. Flip a coin, and if heads, put one of your Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. Of course, that is a coin flip, and like I say, the coin flip trainer cards are not really my favorite thing. You could go with, for example, supporter card of Acerola. Put one of your Pokemon that has any damage counters on it, and all cards attached to it into your hand. So you do have to take a hit to make use of Acerola, but you could bring back your Greninja and Frogadier in hand that way. Plus, you wouldn't shuffle them back into the deck using the Haze Slash attack. And if you're going to go with the expanded format, you could go with AZ... do I not have any AZs? Where are you at? AZ. Come on, man. You're from the, Phantom Forces, correct? Why can't I see you? Where are you? Bear with me here. I know this video is going way longer than it probably should. How do I not have AZ? Was he taken out? This seems weird. No, wait, take off standard. There we are. What was that all about? AZ. Put one of your Pokemon into your hand. Oh, wait, that's not as good. Discard all cards attached to that Pokemon. I mean, that would bring back all 3 of the Pokemon cards. Froakie, Frogadier, Greninja. You would lose any energy attached to it, I guess. But if you're just using them for the abilities, that wouldn't be bad either. Anyway, so those are some ideas if you want to try to make this deck yourself. And if you have any other suggestions of your own, feel free to leave them in the comments down below and help anyone that wants to make a Frogadier and Greninja-GX deck of their own to try to streamline this a little bit. Help me out too. What could I have done differently in those battles? I don't know. I'm at a loss. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, feel free to leave a like down below. And I'm thinking this coming weekend, stay tuned for some live streaming, in which time I will be using this deck, plus maybe some others, against some of you folks out there in some live stream viewer battles. So stay tuned for that. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for some more regular Pokemon content, such as Pokemon TCG Online, where I apparently like to fail miserably on camera. Off camera, I'm amazing. Take my word for it. We also have Pokemon Pearl on the go, a playthrough of that. We're getting close to the big dramatic finale part, I believe. Not finale, but the epic part of the story, let's say. There's also other videos on the channel, such as Pokemon Go we have on occasion. We've got, Pokemon Ultra Sun live streaming going on, too, with some Wormhole Wonder trading and some Battle Royals with some of you folks out there. And just all sorts of cool Pokemon content you're welcome to subscribe to the channel to check out. With all that, it is time for me to go actually get some wins off camera and have some fun with the Greninja-GX deck. Until next time, Professor Chaz is signing off, saying I will catch you next time.